Hi guys, how you doing?
Welcome
To Inside the Ant Farm 2, 2, 2, 3?
I don't
1, 7?
I don't know if we're that far.
13?
Maybe, I don't know.
Are we at number 13?
I gotta.
Did we skip 13?
We
Did we do 13 or did we skip it? I don't know.
didn't skip it. We haven't skipped it yet.
We don't skip shit. We ain't scared. Hi guys, how you doing? So so I got this pushed on me and it was a good push. The guy over at Stafford Market was like, I got a new beer for you. I'm like, okay, let's see what it is. Founders Barrel Age Series. Now we love our bourbon barrel age.
But you don't
drinks.
like Imperial India.
That's why this is like one for both of us, Mike, okay?
Oh, boy.
So this one's called Doom. It's an Imperial India Pale aged in bourbon barrels.
Oh well.
Founders, making it crazy, and
Goodbye.
maybe not any tastier, I'll save it for us.
Oh, that's good. It stings when it hits the nostrils. Pungent.
You know, the bourbon barrel kicked the bitterness away a little bit, so it's not too bad. It's all right. Still make my tongue. It still makes my tongue feel weird, but
Makes my tongue weird. My little tongue. Jerk, please.
How you doing, you jerk?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
Arnold. I had a pretty crazy weekend.
I heard you're making fat stacks now in your new business.
This was our best show. We had a really good, especially Saturday. We had a really good day.
And I heard you had like a really awesome person modeling the wares for you.
We
too.
had actually several people because Keith Kuhn's wife also modeled some when she was doing her fairy thing.
Yeah. How did you see her? When was she there?
She was one of the fairies. And Keith was there too. Keith was
feel
down
bad.
at the SCA thing.
I didn't see it.
Oh yeah. Keith was down at the SCA. Actually, on Saturday, he might not have got there till after you left because he got there late.
Oh, okay.
But Kira wasn't a fairy actually when you were there. So I think she's helping in one of the booths.
Okay. I thought I saw the
She might have been at SCA on Saturday. I don't know, but she was a fairy the second day, and Keith was at the SCA booth the second day. So.
And you're a fairy every day.
Every day, all day, every day. I was a gallant knight, okay, and everyone loved the shoulder, so it was good.
You very much fit the blacksmith role. You're kind of like dumpy.
Yeah, my beard is gone. My beard is gone.
Yeah, I remember the beard.
The blacksmith dude from Mayfair was there, and he's like, "Hey, man, nice beard." And he's like, "I'm like, dude, you should have came here because he's like, oh, the blacksmith's got like basically the same setup I do." I'm like, you guys can like have like a mat,
blacksmith
match.
off,
yeah,
and like toss each other.
He's got like this. He's got like this like badass. If he lets it grow a little more, it's gonna be like a dwarf beard. It's pretty sweet. It's like it comes out to like a point. It's like sweet.
Yeah,
But we did really good. We had fun. Aiden was in the win for a lot of it, which was not.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So I'm going to say this I was going to say this before, but before a minute. The best moment for me the whole time was Connor really wanted to hang out with Aiden a lot. Aiden was hanging out with his little friend.
Yeah.
And
his older friend.
This one moment where Aiden was just sitting there, and Connor just went to sit next to him, and he just kind of looked over and like moved close, and Aiden just put his arm around him, and I was like, oh, cousins.
Well, cousins. Aiden does love the crap out of
and when he loves like Aiden, and like you were gonna see Aiden, buddy, Aiden. Like he's just so excited.
I saw them sitting on the hill while you guys were drinking.
And he just he like gets closer, and then he looks over, and then he's just like, oh, puts his arm around. I was like, oh,
he's a very lovely guy.
My heart.
When he's paying attention and not
We're still for Sunday, right?
Direction, so
Sunday fun day.
We're doing something on Sunday.
Yeah, the 18th. You're the one who scheduled this.
Well, we'll
we're supposed to have family dinner.
Oh
no,
I don't remember this. Okay.
Oh no, is it still open? Do you still have Sunday free?
I might. Yeah.
We're doing a barbecue.
Okay. All right. I'll check.
You're the one you're like, let's do the 18th like 4 weeks ago.
Oh, that's why I forgot.
Who brought the dick? Let's talk about some stuff next. I have nothing of note to report.
Okay,
I had a really shitty week. And actually, really quickly.
Okay.
We took Connor camping to go see the Ren Fair, also to see our friends Deborah and Paul and their son Howard. Connor did great camping, but Ben got mysteriously ill. Possibly because of sleeping patterns, possibly because maybe a little heat exhaustion. Mm-hmm. But he was like throwing up, and we took him home super quick, like Saturday evening. We were going to actually stay and go home Sunday afternoon. He was super sick to like probably 12 p.m. and then he was fine. They were just like, I'm good, and walked away. Oh, I'm fine, and walks away. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. So that was a weird thing, but yeah, that was the only real event. He still does not like being in the car for a long time, so he'll like start just making up stuff to get out of the car. Like he has to pee or he has to poo or or just wants to go outside. I'm like, buddy, we literally just stopped somewhere and we gotta keep going.
I got a feeling Gemma's gonna be like that. Aiden,
like, we're almost home.
Aiden just falls asleep. Like, he doesn't really care that much. But Gemma, like, if she's in the car for more than 25 minutes, she's like, getting really angry. And she's like, nah.
Like, he gets to a point where he'll look out the window and be cool with it, and then he'll just be like, wait, I'm not doing anything fun. Nah, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta do this. I'm like, buddy.
Not right, I can't do this right now. We're driving.
Like, we just want to make it to the place.
You know, the drive was not too bad. For some reason, I thought it was longer than it was. It was only like 2 hours and 12 minutes or something to Altamont. So
yeah. We had ours was a little longer because we had to go through this winding pass to get to our campsite. But the campsite was only like 10 minutes from Altamont, which is nice.
Cool, it's cool. Yeah, we stayed in like right outside of Schenectady at the Super 8.
We stayed in the Super,
which was super great.
But you should have camped with us, Matt.
No, there's no way you can get Jess to camp. Like, 100%. Unless you have, like, one of those tents that Hermione has.
Dude, we have, like, our tent was pretty baller, for the record. We had a tent when we were married. It was a wedding gift. It's, like, a 4-person tent, so it fit the 3 of us great. Like, we had even a little bit of room to, like, go to either bed, which is good because Connor kept waking up at weird times. We had a queen size air mattress, which wasn't the best to sleep on, for the record, but it was still better than sleeping on the ground.
Sure.
And we actually brought Connor's crib mattress, which fit perfectly into like a twin size slot, and still a little room on either side.
Okay.
We brought the canopy that you bought for us when you destroyed our other canopy, which is fucking baller. The thing is great. And me and Jamie put it up, and that's saying a lot because Jamie she's just not getting it. I'm like, I love you, baby.
I'm an expert on now, so
I'm like, we got to pull this way. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, please help me, please. I can't do this by myself, please. It is a 2-person fit up. And so finally we started getting stuff up, and she was, and she did good, and she did great with the fire. That's the thing. She's a firekeeper. She gets a great fire going. She learned that from her dad and from her brother. And so it turned out to be a great time. And we actually they only put the canopy up because we thought it was going to rain on Saturday, and then we put it over the picnic table because we were going to bring Deborah and Paul back for some snackies, some hot dogs and hamburgers, and we did that. It was fun.
Sure.
And actually, it worked out perfectly, except for Connor getting sick. So we'll definitely do it again. Maybe even next year, like go try to do that again, make it like a yearly thing. Okay, let's talk about some E3, man. We got E3. There's a lot of stuff here to talk about.
Yeah, I have something for E3, dude.
Oh, so let's good. Get that out of the way first.
Let's get the non-E3 stuff, because I got something.
Besides Black Panther trailer, that's the only thing I know.
Breaking. This is breaking news. That is probably going to make
like Breaking Benjamin?
No, more like Breaking Bad, the final episode, the final minute. Okay, that's how good it is.
So are you saying like a machine gun in the trunk of a car?
I might be being sarcastic. So Tom Cruise is the Mummy, which is
it's obviously gonna get 3 sequels.
3 sequels, 3 movies.
It's the start of the Dark Universe.
And something, I don't know. Supposedly Tom Cruise's Mummy is in the same universe as Brendan Fraser's Mummy.
Yeah, of course. Imhotep.
Now, Cruise's character his name is Norton. Last name's Norton. And one of the fight scenes was using the Book of the Living to fight someone. The Book of the Living was one of the books that was in the Mummy. They had to find the Book of the Dead and then the Book of the Living, of course. Stupid symmetry, whatever. But like they got a close up with the book, and it was the exact same book.
Oh, so what in the
now
butt?
There's a theory that this is all happening in the same world, because Brendan Fraser's first Mummy was in 1929-ish.
So do you think for the second one they'll just bring back Brendan Fraser because he's a much better?
I hope
killer?
He's like a super old Brendan Fraser, or
he could be like the Sean Connery character in like the Last Crusade with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, sure. Maybe he's like his grandfather's dad or something. Yeah. Because Tom Cruise.
He's like, we named the dog Indiana.
Because Tom Cruise.
Hey, see, Brendan Fraser.
Tom Cruise will be 35 and dating a 17-year-old in the movie anyway, so.
I'm 35. You don't look. And also lifts like a motherfucker, man.
And I'm dating
we can actually see the box in this shot.
I could be my granddaughter, but
and she'll be in Scientology soon,
because I will force her. So yeah, this book was in there. But also, do you know what Russell Crowe's character is? I didn't know this.
He plays the Mummy.
No.
Oh, he plays
Dr. Jekyll. Now, Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah.
I guess the fight was supposed to be...
Dark Universe, man.
Was supposed to be Tom Cruise versus Mr. Hyde. That was that one fight you saw with him and Russell Crowe.
Sure.
But
are you spoiling things for people, Matt?
I don't care if I'm spoiling.
You're the spoiler.
If you think it's a good idea, you're stupid, okay?
Spoiler.
All one person. Okay, so Mr. Hyde is Dr. Jekyll is who he is, and there's a lot of people that are saying that he might be the Nick Fury of this whole universe. Like he assembles these monsters into doing something. Like
why?
Why?
Like the Bride of Frankenstein, you mean?
Why?
Confirmed. Bride of Frankenstein.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Well, there's also Invisible Man. There's regular Frankenstein played by Javier Bardem, supposedly.
Oh, please.
There's a creature from the
I will watch that movie.
because he looks like Frankenstein.
Yeah, because no makeup needed.
The Invisible Man is played by Johnny Depp, supposedly.
Why does that even need to be happening? Just have anyone play it. He's invisible. He's invisible. He's not invisible.
I don't know. Yeah, no ridiculous.
Can we move on then?
No!
Let's talk about you.
I want to stay on this more.
Trailer.
Okay, I'm done. Okay.
Black Panther trailer. We just watched it and it was freaking awesome.
It was great.
It's dated for. It's going to come out in February. I think February 18th or February 10th. I don't remember.
Just like the 300s place, the place where you can still make a little bit of money.
It's during Black History Month.
Well, that makes sense too, I guess.
I was getting pissed because I was like they send stuff there to die a lot, but like.
There's stuff that's made it there. I mean,
but the thing is that there's a reason, and also I think because they're trying to line up their movies in a certain way that they can make the most amount of money. And honestly, from a business standpoint, that's going to make the most.
I think it's going to make some money. So
I'm there. I want to be there the first week.
I'm not worried about it not making money.
That movie looks great. Chad Boseman is great. Michael B. Jordan is great.
I think they established his character well enough in Civil War that I'm not worried about it going badly. You know, it's not like one of these characters in DC where you see the Flash like I don't care about this guy. You know?
I don't care about him.
I don't care about Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller. Hey, look, man, they have a picture of me in the fucking store picking up milk.
He is the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man of the DC universe. I don't give a shit about this guy. Like,
no,
don't care.
I want to care.
I'd rather see Topher Grace's Venom.
Oh wow! Shots fired, DC. Shots fired.
He fell to his knees.
How about Thomas Jane the Punisher? Would you rather see Thomas Jane the Punisher?
Yes.
Wow.
I'd rather see Thomas Jane as Raiden.
So would I, actually. Very much. Okay, so Black Panther, great. We're seeing it. We're all seeing it together. February. Look for the found footage. I actually put the Wonder Woman found footage is up already. I have not advertised.
We got some Spider-Man coming up, though, on July 7th, Mike.
Watch the Spider-Mans.
We're going to watch that new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, Irving Spider-Man.
I can't wait for the Iron Spider-Man movie.
He's got the
He's like, hey, you can ride my coattails, okay, so you make some more money, okay? Because this is like one of my last movies, my deal. So.
Uptown Funk you up. Okay, so let's talk about E3, Matt. This is why we're all here. This is why these people are watching us right now. And there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot to unpack. The Switch alone, I'm not going to talk about any of that, but they had a lot of stuff.
I only have PlayStation stuff, so if you got other stuff...
Yeah, well, let's just start. Let's just get the other stuff out of the way.
Okay.
Xbox, the Xbone X is alive. It's happening. This is what the Scorpio was. It's now called the X, which is also confusing because there's the Xbox S, which is the Xbox... The Xbox One S, which is the Xbox One Slim, I believe. So then the Scorpio is now the X. And there's actually a meme I saw that showed both of them. It's like some kids are getting disappointing Christmas presents. Because moms aren't going to know. And I got you the yes! No!
There were so many of them on the shelves because no one wanted them.
But they have priced the Xbox
I might
One
get the
X,
Xbox One Slim.
The Xbox One X, man, guess what they priced it as?
$400.
$499, man. $499.99. So it's basically like almost on par with like it's kind of the second generation PS3, which we all know how that ended for them.
It's expensive as fuck.
The only saving grace that the Xbox One X has going for it is that they have an Xbox One under it, so they know that this is going to be like a premium product, right? Which is why they're charging.
Why do I give a shit about the Slim one?
Well, the Slim one your Xbox One is broken by now. There's like a red light.
Yeah, I'm sure some people have probably gone through two Xboxes this one.
Whatever. I mean, your PS4's on its last legs, I thought, right? Isn't that too, it's too poorly before.
It overheats sometimes because I think it's just the area that's in, so I have to like move it away from there.
See, I finally got the cat not going back there and getting the hair.
I have to I clean it out and I unplug it for like 6 hours and then I plug it back in. It's fine usually.
Sure, but yeah, so
computer, it's old.
It's an old computer.
Yeah.
So that's it'll switch a lot of stuff that came out though too. I'll go over that real quick. Just the third party stuff. Because I didn't even look at any of the first party. I don't care about the first party stuff at all. They did show the new Mario game, which I did look at a little bit, and it looks like a Mario game.
You don't care about Legend of Zelda?
I didn't look at that. They did, however, Matt, announce that they're getting. Get ready to have your mind blown, man.
Oh man.
Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Dollar King, hardest feud or spouting. I
You go around now.
Oh, but now there's more, Matt. They showed somebody playing with like a Link skin on, so you can get the Link shield and sword, and he looks like Link, but he's the Dovahkiin.
How dare you?
It's like a new Zelda game. So you're fighting cool things instead of a giant pig man.
So you're fighting things that matter.
Instead of a giant pig man. Take this candle. What? What the fuck you give me a candle for,
I'm
man?
calling you Ganon. It's like, no.
Please don't call me Ganon. Thanks, I'm a dragon, asshole.
You're Ganon now.
I'm a little elf man. So what do you think of the Switch, man? Is there anything that impressed you from the Switch? Oh, that's just like, what is it, the ARMS?
I like the versatility of it. I like the versatility of it. I wouldn't mind getting one.
Oh, Rocket League also.
Like Aiden asked for one if it was maybe the price is a little lower when it comes to his birthday. I might get one, but I don't know.
I'm a good dad. You're a good dad.
I don't care. Well, I got a Meccano computer, and then
You're like Wrestle Dad. That's what you are, man.
Oh, okay. I'm not basketball dad. That's Cash Donut. Because he always wears his like basketball jersey. But they call him basketball dad now. I'm like, yes. I don't know. I like it, but it's not something I need in my life. I'm not like, yay, this is what I was looking for. Okay, let's get this PS4.
So we got the pretenders out of the way. PS4.
The stuff that we care about.
Let's go.
Okay, so the Shadow of War trailer looks.
I didn't put that on here.
Did you saw the trailer?
I did watch it. Yes.
Trailer was dope.
It definitely looks like more of the same, but it looks like a lot better more of the same.
Yeah, but it looked like they might advance the story, which I'm super interested because I love Lord of the Rings, and this is not part of canon.
Not at all.
I don't know what
not
they're
canon.
doing. Like
how do you like this in that it's not canon? Shouldn't you be mad at this and hate it?
I should be. I'm trying to be, but I can't be because it looks so much fun. And the first game, Shadows of Mordor,
awesome.
Was
fun.
A lot of fun.
Hella fun.
Super fun.
As Chloe would say.
And this story looks crazy. It looks pretty nuts. Like he's basically getting this army, maybe of ghosts. Looks like there's the
he had like a ghost glaive in the thing I was watching. Like a fucking glaive that was like a ghost glaive, and I was like, yes, please, I want that weapon. And he's riding a warg, and I'm like, yes, please,
and he's going to be the Bright Lord. Yes, let's do this. Let's see what happens.
Follow the Bright Lord. Let's kick some ass.
Yeah, yeah, I'm all in. I'm all
in. Here's one of the things that I thought that was awesome, Matt. I'm gonna. I have one here that I'm gonna leave.
Okay,
leave for a little bit, but I'm gonna talk about just a little DLC that looked pretty awesome, Matt. Okay. One that's standalone. The Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Okay.
They had 4 minutes of gameplay for this. It definitely looked more the same, but it looked an awesome amount of more of the same. It was this cool little scene where Chloe and Nadine, if you played Uncharted 4, Nadine it was the mercenary leader, voiced by Laura Bailey. Chloe, of course, from the series, and finally getting her due, in my opinion.
Sure.
So they kind of almost cut it out from the last one. Voiced by Claudia Black.
She was like an extra
role. I don't know if she's voiced by Claudia Black in this game, though. I was listening to her, and I was like, that doesn't sound like Claudia Black to me. But she may just be doing like a different accent or something, but I don't think it was her.
I don't know.
But which would be very sad, because Claudia Black has a great distinctive voice, and has been that character the entire time, really. But yeah, Lost Legacy looked great. It's more of the same wacky set pieces, people shooting at you.
You're building chips while you're in it, and you slide, and you look like
play as Chloe
before you die.
Chloe, actually, the one scene they show is because in a lot of Uncharted they do like they start out with like two people together and like you go left, I'll go right, and she does it to Nadine, and then Nadine just goes and kicks both the guys' asses at the same time. I'm like, that was easy. He's like, okay, cool. So that's cool because like this awkward dynamic between them where like Nadine's a super confident badass and Chloe's like, I will run away if things get bad.
Yeah.
You know, like
things get bad. I'm literally out of here. I don't care about this that much.
And so it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be really cool to see like how they play off each other and where they go. From like how the relationship blossoms or doesn't. Maybe they become enemies. I don't know. But it looks really cool, and I'm definitely gonna pre-order. It's available for pre-order right now. I think it's like $30 or something too. It's not too expensive.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to.
I'm
I love the Uncharted series, and I like the characters of Nadine and Chloe, but
you don't like playing as girls.
No, Chloe hasn't really given much, like, because they didn't give her much time. Her character has grown a little cold to me. Like, I have to go back and play 2 before I was excited.
See, well, that's why I want to play.
Nadine's character was a dick. I don't know, like, she was an asshole.
But I loved it. I thought Nadine was.
Why did I want her to be on my team?
Nadine was great. She was
dick.
Sexy. She was like,
she's a dickhead.
She like Nathan was being like all.
She was always kicking my ass and doing dickhead stuff to me. It was not cool.
Well, because Nathan was being a dick. I thought she was great.
This arc ended so well that I don't know if I want to go back. I don't know. Because they're not. If they're going to give me more Nathan Drake, I would want to go back. But I don't know.
Nathan Drake's story is done for me. Like that's
what I'm saying though. Like
I'm not playing as his daughter. I'm playing as a different character. And I would play as a Cutter story too. Like if you had a Cutter, or
if Cutter read your whole story, nobody would play it.
I'm Cutter. I'm like it's me. Oi. I play like a silly prequel or something. I'd love that. But I'm not. There's no way I'm playing as.
I'm waiting for the movies now, but I don't know about
unless it's Fight for Fortune 2.
I know how much you love that card collecting game. Was that what it was, or slots?
It was basically
whatever.
Both.
Is ridiculous.
Did you see the trail? The anything for Beyond Good and Evil 2?
I just saw a couple pictures from it. I didn't watch the trailer, so
it was like
It was like a pig.
Heard of
pig
Beyond,
face
I played Beyond Good and Evil, the first one.
Did you? Okay.
And for like 30 minutes, and I was like, "Fuck this game."
Yeah.
But it is beloved. It's a beloved game, and they didn't have any kind of gameplay, but the cinematic looked amazing. Like the story looked really cool. It was this cool hip hop music, like kind of like cyberpunk hip hop music. Like it was a monkey like selling something to a pig, and then it turns out to be chocolate. And the monkey is like he's. He like makes a getaway on a bike, and it's like this weird like diesel punk.
It sounds like when like you have a vivid dream.
It is yes. It was crazy.
Maybe you took some medicine before
bed. It looked crazy, and I gotta see some gameplay first. But like, based on the characters, I'm interested because it was this weird like Cockney pig with like a Fu Manchu, and it looked cool. Like the coolness factor, the trailer was awesome. But this has also been in development hell for like over a decade now. And so it's like I'll have to believe it when I see it, and I feel like it's gonna be one of those.
It could be Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the game.
Well, I feel like it's gonna be we're gonna be really let down by the graphics in some way. Like it's gonna be like here's the cutscene that looks really cool, and then they're gonna go back and like I'm a chibi black.
It looks like PlayStation 2 Crash Bandicoot, and you're like
or it looks like Final Fantasy 7 where you're like this cool cutscene where everyone looks like regular, and then like no now they're blocky weird chibi dudes again. Okay, fuck. He's like a bionic monkey with like a little fist thing, a like grappling hook thing. I was like, that looks cool.
All right, sure. No, I get to go.
Yeah, no, I'm just setting on my next thing.
Ubisoft showed us their new property, Skull and Bones, open world pirate fight.
I was going to ask you what you thought.
Pirate fight?
Did you just a little bit?
I loved basically, I think they're trying to take the things that people loved about Black Flag that weren't necessarily Assassin's Creed. And turn them into a big kind of pirate thing. Like
some of that can be multiplayer because that's what it is.
There's 5-on-5 PvP battles. A lot of the director said it was Black Flag meets For Honor meets the Crew, or no, the writer said that's what he felt like when he watched it. So those are 3 good games that if you put them together might be cool.
I don't know. Fuck the Crew, but
I'd actually want. No, the Crew is a good game. It's not like a great game.
I'm not a racing fan.
I'm not saying it's a great game. It's a good game for what it's worth.
The same.
I just want to see what they got. I guess I really, if they did like sea shanties, I'll be in a 5-on-5 team and just get murdered each time, just so I can hear some sea shanties.
What, Matt? What if? Okay, so here's how it's gonna work, Matt. We're gonna get team chat going, and we're gonna sing our own sea shanties. Oh, it was on the broad Atlantic. Shut up! We're trying to play. We're getting murdered, dude. Will you fight? I'm the guy that sings on the ship. Okay, guys. I'm the guy that sings.
I'm coming out to Boston.
I liked it. I thought it was a good move by them. I didn't necessarily think
the photos, the graphics look cool for it.
Which they should, because Black Flag looked awesome.
Yeah,
and that was like 10 years ago now.
Like this is like almost a battle arena type situation.
Black Flag was like 7 years ago now? No, because it's right before PS4 came out, so like 5 years ago.
5 or 6 years ago, yeah.
Fuck. Wow.
Mike, they're still putting them out. We know there's an Egyptian one coming out. So
the Egyptian Magician Origins, guys. Do you want to slide down pyramids, Matt? Are you going to slide down pyramids?
I don't. I'm trying to feel like I want.
Because you get up on top of the pyramid and then you get you sink your radar and then instead of diving into a hay bale, you'll slide down the pyramid.
I wish you tried to dive off the pyramid
and just hit
the pyramid, bounce down, broken.
But then you landed in the hay bale and then you got on your fine. Hay bales.
Because that works.
This is the secret to Assassin's Creed.
Because 2 feet of hay can save you. Wait, hay hurts. Have you ever sat on a pile of hay? Like, it's still kind of firm. Like, I don't know. What are they thinking about that?
That's the thing. I want to talk about Life is Strange Before the Storm. Did you see the reel for this?
I did see the trailer for it. Yes.
Yeah, it was like a 7-minute gameplay thing too.
No, I didn't see the gameplay thing. I saw the trailer for it, and I went.
It looked like more of the same. Life is Strange. It honestly felt really cool because it looked.
But you don't have the powers, right?
You don't need the powers. See, for me though, like the powers.
Fucking story.
It's just a story.
First of all, you didn't like Chloe. She's the main character.
I did, but I really liked her as the more vulnerable younger Chloe.
Okay.
And for me, I think it'll actually enrich how she gets to the douchebag that I don't like Chloe. Because
maybe you'll like that douchebag Chloe. Well,
because she's literally pining over this person that has kind of saved her from a bad situation. And metaphorically and physically, literally in the cuts in the scene they show, she's about to get beat up by these 2 dudes, and Rachel Lambert comes in with a rockabilly hairstyle and saves her, and then they cut to a different scene where she's literally the choice to I love you or I want to be friends with you kind of thing, and the person picks up I want to be friends with you. Come on, but it's like a really cool kind of twist on things, and also they have the junkyard's back, guys, confirmed. So you get excited for that.
Great.
I'm more excited. I'm more excited for it. It's only 3 episodes. Hopefully, it's not $25.
Yeah,
if it's 15, I'll definitely buy it.
I'll buy it even for 20. I'll buy it still.
Oh, look at this guy!
I'll buy it.
Hating over here.
I just don't know why it's happening.
Because someone had an idea for a story.
I'll buy it. Just be like, fuck that. Why did this happen?
I want to support these guys. And I want to support Don't Nod, and I want to make sure that these games keep getting made because I think they're important.
Yeah, and I really hope there's a sequel. Coming out.
No, there still is. This is why they're having. I think it's called Level 9. Is the people that are working on the prequel. This is why they're having Level 9 work on the prequel because they're currently working on the sequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it is going to happen.
Speaking of games that are like other games, Days Gone. Okay, so I saw the trailer for this, and we saw the crazy zombie thing that they put out, that little.
Where they're getting chased by a million zombies.
Yeah, which was the fuck. I don't even know if I can play that because it was like the scariest thing. They're called the Horde, by the way.
They should be called the Horde. They were a fucking horde.
But so these guys they watched 10 minutes of it, and they basically it feels a lot like Horizon Zero Dawn, the way the missions run, but without
the cool robot,
the cool character, and without dinosaurs that are robots. So really, all you have
what are you talking about?
You have is
he's a very distinct,
generic white
guy. He's a biker. He's got the beard and the messed up clothes.
Yeah, this generic dystopian white guy, and zombies that you've seen before. I get how they're feeling like that. I really like the visuals, though.
What if it turns out he's transgendered?
I'm really a lady.
Yeah, he used to be a lady. He identifies as a man now.
Maybe he identifies as a lady now, but he's still I don't have any hormones because I'm
post-apocalyptic
there's no
society. The op either, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. We're writing a better story here. I like this. I don't like this.
So I don't know. I want to see this game. I really like zombie games. I like those post-apocalyptic type games. I loved Last of Us, and it looks like it could give us some of that action. Obviously, this character is not as distinct as Aloy.
Not even close. No.
Yeah, it's not. And those robot dinosaurs.
Sam Witwer, who's great.
Those robot dinosaurs are super cool. So I don't know. I want to like it. And just from that one scene, I don't know if I could handle it.
Well, see,
that one scene, because it was so scary. I was like, I don't know.
And the thing was, like for me, I'm not a huge zombie guy. The Last of Us was the huge exception for that because of the whole dynamic with the story there, and I was so happy that I played in that. So like that alone makes me feel like I want to see more about this game because of that. But I don't think that obviously the dynamic's not there. But like just if they can have a story like that again that was so desperate.
Yeah, and there's nothing that showed us how nothing showed us about anything really about the story and any of the stuff that happened. So, like,
it's just like running and blowing things up, blowing zombies up, blowing more zombies up, running and then hiding, killing a zombie, and then like okay, well, if there's a horde of like 50 zombies though, like
it could be fun.
I'm gonna hide in some grass. Like that's not gonna work.
Fuck, I'm dead. You're dead. Just kill yourself. Just put the bullet in your head.
Did you see the Battlefront? Any stuff for Battlefront 2?
I did.
What'd you think?
We're
playing.
I'm in. I really liked the graphics in this for Battlefront 1, and these looked even better.
We played a little bit, didn't we? Or we never got to actually play together?
I think we played a little bit together. It was for some reason we were like 2 ships past.
Because you were working nights at the time.
Yeah. I did get to run around as Luke Skywalker and get shot up by like.
Just pick Leia, dude. Just pick Leia. Seriously, she's like, I got a shield and I can throw healing things and just use them on myself. Spoiler: she's awesome. And then you just stick your gun outside the shield and just fire at the dude, and then just come in the thing and you're like, and you get like someone else to kill him because you can't really kill him. But I took out a couple of heroes. I took out a couple of Boba Fett's. I took out a couple of Palpatines because fuck Palpatine.
Palpatine's an asshole.
The lightning.
Shooting on the lightning.
Yeah, look at me.
I literally see lightning.
But I love playing this because he said, yeah, he come up.
He's like walking with the like stormtroopers going.
That was kind of fun. But now you play so many more. Jar Jar Binks is one, right?
I hope so. I hope young Anakin, like baby Anakin Skywalker.
I hope there's a Boss Nass hero character.
I hope so, or Watto.
My character! I'm very good at selling things!
Yeah, I will negotiate with you!
He's like, oh, I won't shoot this guy, just negotiating with him.
Let's go.
You're like shooting him like, wait, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm getting killed.
See, I distracted you, man!
And then the two-headed guy that does the pod racing announcing, that was played with
it's Greg Cruz!
And the forearm dude. The 4 or 6 arm, whatever, that one dude in the restaurant.
Look like a goddamn Pokemon, yeah.
Catch them all. What's another one? There's a really good one that I want to talk about real quick before I let you go on the last. I have 2 more.
I have 2 more.
I have 3 more. I have 3 more then.
You have more Spider-Man than
I have 4 more because there's another one. Okay, so A Way Out. Did you see anything about this?
I didn't see anything about that.
This looked really cool. It
wasn't that weird vampire one. That vampire.
Vampire.
I saw the trailer for that and I was like,
no, we're good.
It looked worse than 1886, boys. It looked like 1886 if they made it worse.
Well, I feel like Vampire was supposed to come out in the early days of PS4 and it never did.
It looked like garbage. It looked like it was made back then and they just put it out.
Yeah, and it might have been. Because I feel like I heard that title being kicked around for a long time.
Like they were trying so hard to make it look cool. I was like, nope.
But A Way Out though is it's a mandatory 2-player game.
Okay.
It's a story about.
I already like it.
These 2 dudes that are you're breaking out of jail with them, and they're like just random dudes that meet each other and kind of have to stick together. Because
so it's kind of like Prison Breaks.
Yes. Basically, it's
the game.
You have to play 2-player, and it's always split screen, and you can always see the other person's screen.
I mean, you can play this together.
That's what I'm saying.
It can be like Army of 2 where you just drag me around.
Well, basically, like there's the one scene that one of the IGN racers talking about. You're like doing something in your screen, and you see in the other screen that a guy has your friend around the neck and is choking him, and if you don't go and help him out, then he just dies, and your game is over.
So you have to like run over to wherever the hell he is and help him? Jeez.
So you're like, oh, I think he's back in this room back here. Why is he still back here? Okay, let's go get him, and then he's getting killed, and okay, beat this guy.
Hopefully you're in the headset together. So
But it's cool because there's like they're not always in the same place, so like it shows like the more important thing. Like action set piece will be bigger on the screen and it'll actually be a little bigger. Like because one scene just showed like the one dude's just walking down the hallway and that guy's like fucking setting up like a garbage can to jump over this wall and shit. And I'm like, why is he there? Okay. And there's another scene where like one of the dudes is getting pushed in a laundry basket, and so the one guy can just see out of the slot, and it's literally just laundry basket slot on the screen, and the other guy's then pushing behind it. It looked so much fun though. But it also supposedly it's supposed to be
very
like really good
Army
story,
which is fun.
but it's like more like a Quantic Dream story though. It's not you're not doing as much killing as you are like puzzle solving together.
So what happens if he dies? Like, does the other guy just have to keep going?
No, if the guy dies, his game's over.
Okay,
you just have to go back to a checkpoint.
So one player dude has to keep going like without his friend that died.
No, that's the thing. And
The thing theoretically, could he escape without?
It's two-player mandatory, but you don't have to have. You can do couch co-op, or you can also do online stuff. So like we can either you can come here and we can live stream it if you wanted, or you can do it. You can play at home, and when we're not live streaming, you can play at home, and I'll play it in my house, and we can connect that way. Or you can connect with a random you don't even know. You're like, I'm 7! I like pooping! You're like, okay.
Hey man, I said fuck.
Mom, guys, can I get some Cheetos? Oh, boy.
Oh, brother. Okay, I only have one thing left, and it's God of War. Did you see the stuff for this, dude?
You only have one. That's the only thing you have left?
Yeah, I have Spider-Man, but you have a lot more Spider-Man.
I have one awesome thing that you did not see then.
Cool.
Cool. I like that.
God of War, dude.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Stuff for this looked more amazing even than the last time they showed stuff. But I was listening to the creative director.
Do you think Troy Baker is playing Kratos this time? And Ashley Johnson is going to play the little boy?
It's not the actual character, so. But it's.
Isn't it Chris Judge? It's Chris Judge.
It is Chris Judge.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
That's
dude.
awesome. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Chris Judge is awesome.
But Corey Barlog, the creative director, was talking about it, and he said basically this is a more serious tone than those first games. Obviously, it's not like just
how can you not be
over the top?
Could I be?
Murdering, like
I will destroy you.
He's not doing that all.
He's not Drax the Destroyer ripoff.
But basically, this is what he had to say. He said the other games were kind of like he's the Hulk.
Yeah, sure.
And this game, he's like Bruce Banner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Except he's not. Like, we saw the first trailer.
But
murdered the shit out of that
but
giant.
really, he's this god teaching his demigod son how to be a warrior. That's basically what the whole game's about.
Which is funny because his son
it does have that Last of Us feel to it where, like, this dude's walking around. There's some Easter eggs that were in one of the trailers, and there's one where they're walking by a river, but a lot of people think it's not a river. They think it's actually the giant snake from Norse mythology that Jormungandr. It's
Jorgamund.
Jorgamund, yeah, something like that. And so they think that it's not actually a river; it's the snake that looks.
Well, then they would be by the edge of the world because that's where that snake roams.
And so that game's going to be fun. There's going to be so many cool things, and dipping into Norse mythology actually gives them a lot more to work with now that they've used.
Now they've killed all the Greek gods.
Yeah, they basically murdered all the Greek gods and dealt with that. And supposedly he's a much older Kratos, so he's not like a...
Oh, you can tell.
Yeah, like a mid-20s, banging all the chicks Kratos, like, do this mini game, and then he bangs some chicks.
Which you can tell from some of the scenes where he's like, help me with this thing, because I'm using all my strength to hold this dude down right now. And where, like, young Kratos would be like, no, just rip his head off, he's cool.
Yeah. Head gone. Okay, next problem.
And then who's a god? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Arms ripped off. Beat him.
What are the stakes here? What are the stakes? Oh, there's a woman. I will have sex with her. Why?
Instead of the sword fire chains, he has an axe now, so it's good. So I don't know.
I like the direction.
I'm really in love with the direction they're taking with this game. I've always loved the God of War just for what they were. This over the top, beat 'em up.
And you press X to have sex with them?
Yeah, X. And then and then like
Kratos.
chilling with all his clothes on again. Like,
or they show like a statue and it's like standing up and they go, ooh. Like, yeah, I did it.
He fucked her so hard the statue fell over. Okay, but yeah, so I really kind of like and the graphics look amazing. I'm definitely in on this game.
So did you see the Detroit becoming human, Matt?
I didn't see any of it, dude. I didn't see any of it.
Okay, so they have a new scene and a new character now.
So I forgot to look
So this a new character named Marcus who joins the characters of Kara, and Connor. Kara being the
your son's in this game.
Yeah, Connor's way too. He's not as chill as Connor is in the game. Kara being like the kind of the newborn synth that's like out in the world. Connor being that like established like I'm working for the synth. And Marcus is like this like cool revolutionary synth who's like he basically has this touch that's like freeing their minds and shit. He's like the Morpheus.
Well, this is the Connor then, because Connor's
Morpheus.
Connor's gonna be a problem, okay, if they don't do that. He's gonna be C-3PO of this shit.
Marcus was moving around with another, not identified as synth or human, but a person named North who was a female. And in the scene,
North?
In the scene, no, so it's a female named North.
Yeah.
He was
played by
very
North.
comely.
Still played by North.
But yeah, probably also played by Nolan North because he plays everything. Marcus is played by some dude from like CSI. No, he's Grey's Anatomy. He's like that mixed dude. He's that mixed dude. No, he's that mixed dude.
Steamy or McDreamy?
Mixed dude. I don't know his name though.
Mixed Dudey?
Show.
I don't know Mixed Dudey.
Yeah, it's Mixed Dudey. His name.
Mixed Dudey's the name of this episode.
But he was really cool. Like, it was just basically just showing you like some of the paths you can take, and so like the trailer was like oh the police are coming, run, or oh instead of the police coming I've taken down the thing that was watching us and destroyed it, or oh instead of this happening so it's like showing you like how you can easily fail or how you can triumph just by your choices. And also there's one really cool thing where
quantic dream thing, those choices could have long lasting effects.
Well, there's this one where it's like it's like oh we need to do something, and so you look around and it shows like a silhouette of a person hiding, or it's just a silhouette of, because you're with that North girl, it's just a silhouette of you kissing her, like so like basically you're hiding and like pretending to kiss her kind of thing. The person playing the game chose to hide behind this thing, but then the police see him behind that thing.
So remember that, guys, when it comes to like, kiss the girl.
Kiss the girl. But it looked really cool, and it's more of that same quantic dream thing, honestly. But it was a lot of fun. Since this is last, we got to talk about this, Matt. Did you see? You didn't see Anthem.
Spider-Man was.
This is the new. This is no. That's what I'm saying.
I did see a little bit of Anthem, but I didn't watch any of the stuff on it.
It looked awesome, and I know we've just been burned. I know we just got burned by BioWare with Mass Effect Andromeda, which was still good. Which, we told you was good.
I feel like they put more time into this than they put into.
I feel like this is what happened. They put their A team on this game because it looked fucking cool.
That sucks.
It's basically like you're playing as a person called a freelancer, and it's there's multiplayer in the game.
This is supposedly their comeback to Destiny. Like they're trying to like.
No, this really, and this is what I actually wrote this down here. It felt very Destiny-like, where it's like this dystopian future. Everyone is. It's like Destiny with Destiny like badly fucked Iron Man in the butt. It was like Iron Butt.
Like just hurt him badly.
Because like you get like these cool suits, and you can get multiple versions, multiple suits. But like
supposedly highly customizable suits.
Yes, highly customizable.
So like super cool,
and they're not like Titanfall like big suits, but they're more like Iron Man, like smaller. But
like the Scarlet Soldier, if you will.
But Simon, it's like the Scarlet Soldier, if you will, a character Matt made up. There's also one like you can get like the Colossus class, which is almost like a Hulkbuster size. It's huge. But the ones they showed were one called the Ranger and one called the Colossus. And the Ranger is just like kind of the all around, like that scrapper character that start out one that can do a little bit of everything, but is master of none. And the Colossus is definitely a tank.
Yeah.
Definitely a tank, like completely, because it like shows the Ranger, and the Ranger's like going in, and then like she like starts getting overwhelmed by stuff, and she's like, "I need your help," and he's like, "Incoming!" Just smashes the ground and just kills everything.
So this is my character basically. Is that what you're saying?
You're gonna be me, Peter, man.
Yeah.
If there's a healer one, that's gonna be me. I like support class.
I'm gonna tank the fuck out of this.
No, but seriously, we're playing this game when it comes out. It looked awesome. It's up to 4-player.
I think Destiny. I might still get Destiny too.
It looks like there's a story. It looks like there's a story, but you don't have to follow the story like Destiny.
Yeah.
And then it looks like there's the bigger like raid kind of places that need up to 4 people to play.
So it already sounds very Destiny.
It's full flight. Like you can fly anywhere, or you can go underwater as well.
I saw they have like it almost looked like a advanced version of the jump jet pack that you had in it.
Yeah, but it's unlimited. Like you can keep going.
Yeah, it looked like, but they made the look of it.
And sure, they probably borrowed directly from that. Yeah. The mouths moved a little bit better than Mass Effect Andromeda, so that's good.
Now they're great after 18 patches.
0.08, guys. So the 8th patch. And you can also get better hair, finally, for people. Come on, guys. And some complexions. I'm crying aloud. Oh, Matt, the big one I forgot to talk about, Matt. Knack 2 is coming out.
I don't know
you
what that
excited
is.
for Knack? I do not know what this is.
Okay,
do you remember the launch game, Knack, for PS4, Matt?
No.
You know what, Matt? No one else does either. But they've made a sequel for it.
That's good. I'm glad people were waiting for that one.
It's a game where, like, you can, like... you're like this big dude, like made out of little dudes, and you like can turn into different shapes and stuff.
Everything you said sounded really interesting. So
yeah, it's not. It's like an ad for sunglasses. It was.
What is Burn Notice?
It is terrible.
So, do you think this is Burn Notice?
I think Burn Notice is better than this by far. Okay, before we get to the last thing, Destiny 2 has a release date. I'm going to talk about it real quick. September 6th, Matt. We're going to pre-order this together. We're going to play it.
September's going to be a big month.
If you pre-order this game, Matt, you can get into the beta in mid-July.
Well, I'm going to pre-order it then.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I said, Destiny 1 was pretty underwhelming in the beginning, at least. I heard it got better, but I wasn't there for that part.
Neither was I.
I want to play Destiny 2, though.
You're like a little robot dude for a while, and I was a little blue dude for a while.
I was the meat beater who's shooting in a loot cave for...
And then we were shooting in the loot cave.
Loot cave. Oh, there's no loot cave.
I hope.
My favorite is 3 hours of shooting in a loot cave.
Get your own loot, man.
Loot cave.
I got a perp. Let's talk about Spider-Man.
All right, let's do this because Spider-Man. First of all, I just love this costume. I love what they did with it.
At first, I was a little hesitant, and then I was like, "No, this."
And you know what? I missed a good Spider-Man game because we haven't had one in so long. But the Spider-Man games were pretty fun. Like even if your web wasn't naturally attached to a building, when you're swinging through like New York City or something to go to stuff, it was a cool game. It was something that you don't get to do in a lot of other games.
And we haven't had a good web swing since Spider-Man 2 for PlayStation 2. So that's been a while.
A while, yeah.
Although my friend tried to say that Shattered Dimensions was, and I was like, "You shut up and you die.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your
friend."
Mouth." And so this game looks like
obviously he's not your friend anymore. What this is, right?
No, he's cool. Rupert, my boy Rupert.
Cool name too.
You're back in Rupert. But yeah, so
it's the name of this episode. You're back in Rupert.
That's weird. No, I don't want to do that. It looked awesome. Did you see all 11 minutes of the gameplay?
I did not see all 11 minutes.
Dude!
I've been making email nonstop.
There's stealth elements, you little traps you can put down and shit. And this is obviously probably like a totally powered up Spider-Man. Like you probably because it's Insomniac.
Real level.
We all played in for this. We know you started with like just a little stupid
skill trees,
a little stupid shock power, and then you get the cool ones later.
Yeah.
But like he was doing some cool ass shit, and there was some quick time events. Yes. They seemed more like they were just story advancers to kind of not get you bored during the cutscenes because it was just like the very slow boxes moving in on things and stuff, and so I was like, okay, like I have a lot of time to hit this, like playing a Telltale game almost, like the newer Telltale games, not the older ones. But the scenes were so cool, and first off, you weren't. And my favorite part of it, the 11 minutes, was you weren't fighting Green Goblin. You weren't fighting but they had notes for all these characters in there. You weren't fighting Adrian Toomes the Vulture. You were fighting the Rhino. You were fighting a dude named Martin Lee, who do you know who Martin Lee is, man?
I have no clue.
Martin Lee is a newer villain named Mr. Negative, who is basically he's a crime lord. Yeah, he's a crime lord, but he's this dude that started out just like. Kind of like he's like running a homeless shelter, and he's just like, I'm fed up with Wilson Fisk owning the city, so I'm gonna like get these powers, and I'm gonna stop him. But then he got corrupted by the powers.
Yes, when he got the great power, but he didn't.
Yes, but it overwhelmed him, and so it's like this really cool juxtaposition to Spider-Man, who also, as Peter Parker, knows him as Martin Lee. And so like you're fighting against him, and you're like, Mr. Lee, you gotta stop this and stuff, and like he's trying to kick your ass, and then the demo actually ends with like Mr. Negative like grabbing Spider-Man's neck, and then like his negative powers start coming out, and they just cut. And you're like, what? Wait, whoa!
He's probably dead.
He's killed me.
The end.
He's killed me.
That's the end of the game, guys.
But it's this awesome this romp through the city where like you're trying to save the helicopter he's in from crashing. By like you're like webbing through the city and like webbing things up, and like you're webbing parts of the thing that are about to kill people. Like the tail end falls of the helicopter, you web it so it doesn't hit people on the street, and it's fucking great. It looks so good, and it was so Spider-Man. But also the Insomniac has said that they're promising that they're going to put a lot of emphasis on Peter Parker as well, and the juxtaposition between a 23-year-old Peter Parker.
So maybe he'll get to just be friends with Mary Jane, or he'll get to.
Just a tip? Gwen Stacy could be in. Who knows, man? You don't know. Or Carly Parker.
Betty Brant. How about Betty Brant?
Not Betty Brant. No, she won't be in it.
How about the chick who played Silk? Can't remember her name.
Cindy Moon, that'd be fine.
Cindy Moon. Yeah, there you go.
Let's put Cindy Moon in there. I'm cool. No, but they haven't confirmed Cindy Moon. But they have confirmed Miles Morales because at the last part of the trailer is these two kids walking and you just see the backs of their heads and they look up and like, and this is after they cut from Spider-Man getting choked in the negative powers, and he's like oh man, he's just like oh man or something like that, and he looks up and he's like let's go Miles, and then he turns around and it's Miles Morales like yeah, like money shot. I'm excited. I'm all in. And Sunmake is great, and they did a great job.
I really like everything I've seen on it so far. I have to go watch that 11 minutes now.
Seriously,
11 minutes of my life.
Really.
That will be hopefully.
Like, make sure that no one's around. If you have a little lotion, maybe or something, but nothing else. Like, make sure you're in a room by yourself.
Should I turn all the lights off?
That's what I'm saying. Safe space. Because it's gonna be good.
Okay. Was there anything that wasn't at E3 that you really wanted to see?
There was something, I forgot what it was now. Like, there's
Last
so much.
of Us 2?
There's so much good stuff that like I forgot about it. But yeah, sure. I mean, but Naughty Dog is working on it. I know that. I'm not worried. They're like just like Rockstar Games. I'm not worried. When they get done with it, like they postponed Red Dead Redemption. That's fine. They postponed this. That's fine. I can wait.
I could have used a little Red Dead Redemption 2, like, little something. I don't know. Even if they did postpone it, they could have given us a
Rockstar, though.
Little taste.
I was actually really surprised about the most surprising thing for me was, besides Beyond Good and Evil 2, which was not on my radar whatsoever, but like I said, it looked awesome.
Knack 2 was not on my radar.
The Life is Strange Before the Storm thing I thought was really interesting, that like because they just like had the leak, and so I thought like, oh, okay, well, like it's probably just in development.
Like that with Assassin's Creed Origins too.
Well, but they only leaked those like the concept pictures. Like with Assassin's Creed was a little screenshot. So I was like, okay, well maybe they're not, they're just thinking about doing it. But no, they have like a fully fleshed out. Like they had a good chunk of gameplay. It might have been 11 minutes for that too. It was pretty long, and it looked like I said. It's more if you like Life is Strange, you'll like Life is Strange Before.
And if you don't like Life is Strange, well, what kind of person are you?
Then you're obviously a real cool dude. Oh, but dude, I like football.
Hey
Look
guys,
at me.
Thanks for joining us for all this E3.
Look at me.
It's probably a little too long, but I'm glad you made all this with us.
Look at 51 minutes.
Thanks for joining this beer with us, guys.
Fang Fum.
Stay classy.
I know.